Glenn, for your kind words, and thanks for calling an audible. Very happy to help. As Glenn noted, I basically had the distinct honor of chairing the gold medal jury for the last several years. I've been on the jury for more than 10, 11 years now. And it's just such a delight to see all of you, to see the jury members virtually, which we'd like to see in person, but also to welcome Bob and to Scott, two of the companies that really have been exemplars in past awards. I want to thank the jury for all they've done to work with me to support the integrity of the award by sharing their wisdom and experience. I want to recognize Linda Fisher, who's going to do a tremendous job in taking on this role, and to thank Smitha for all the work that she does to make this all happen. We couldn't do it without you, Smitha. I also want to thank the other companies who applied for the award this year. We had a very strong applicant pool from a diverse set of industries. We had very lively jury debate. So I want to assure all of you that have put your applications forward that this is not a simple process. We have many criteria that we follow. I'm going to talk a little bit about those, and diverse views coming from the jury. But in the end, we had no trouble awarding this to Microsoft in a unanimous poll of the jury. We were delighted. I want to thank the other companies for investing the time to basically put your application forward, sharing your achievements. We learned a lot from you, and we were really impressed by all that companies are doing to really try to move us forward to meet the challenges. As the previous speakers mentioned, we really have been in a year that we've faced many global challenges. These challenges are becoming even more acute. When we think about climate change, just reading the newspaper every day really makes us feel like we've got to find some hope somewhere. And one of those pieces of hope is going to come from the private sector. And indeed, major global companies like Microsoft stepping up to provide solutions that are going to have a global impact. So when we look at companies that are applying for the Gold Medal Award, we're not just looking to companies that ensure their own footprint is sustainable. Indeed, these days, that's table stakes in the jury's views, and that's just the minimum that needs to happen to provide leadership for the world. We're looking, of course, to firms that drive sustainability into the core of their business strategy. We're looking at companies that extend their reach to provide solutions that help their customers meet today's environmental and social challenges. We're looking to companies that are investing in innovation that will change the trajectory of its industry towards a more sustainable future. Now, we thought and we saw that Microsoft's application really did all of this. It demonstrated the many ways that the company has integrated sustainability into the core of its business. It has a strong sustainability record and has made another round of bold and ambitious commitments, as we saw in the earlier video. Its leadership is committed at all levels to its goals. It's transparent. It's subjecting itself to sustainability results to third-party reviews. It drives accountability through many different processes, but including providing sustainability goals as a factor in determining executive pay. It's expanding its internal carbon price to cover Scope 3 emissions. I think you can do that a little bit faster and harder, Microsoft, but you're starting. Thank you. And it's using its corporate position to engage in public policy, promoting carbon pricing and clean energy efforts here in the United States, supporting ambitious targets in the EU, advocating for land and water conservation through, for example, supporting the Great American Outdoors Act, which passed in 2020. Microsoft's actions on all of these fronts are providing the kind of leadership from which we hope other companies will find inspiration. Indeed, these are the kinds of actions we now really expect from a company of Microsoft's size and reach. The jury looked to distinguish its application at ways in which it is advancing global progress beyond its own business. We are impressed by the way it's investing in innovation to meet the ambitious commitments to become carbon negative, water positive, and zero waste by 2030. But we were even more impressed by the way it is making these investments so that it would broaden the impact beyond its own frame. Standouts in its applications were the $1 billion Climate Innovation Fund, how it's working to develop a more effective carbon removal market through stimulating market innovation by the way it guides its own fairly large purchases, a focus on solutions to help digitize water, making water data credible, transparent, useful, and actionable so that customers can make smarter decisions, and the creation of the planetary computer to gather and make accessible data that will help improve the world's biodiversity. Microsoft provided the gold medal jury with all the elements needed to demonstrate it was a global corporate sustainability leader. Top-level commitment, sustainability embedded in its strategy and operations through its value chain, all the way to its customers. Meeting global challenges through investment in innovation that could have a global impact, and using its voice to help drive public policy. It gave me hope as we saw all these elements coming together in support of a sustainable future, and I think we all need that hope today. It's my honor to congratulate Microsoft on winning the 2021 World Environment Center Gold Medal Award. Accepting the award on behalf of Microsoft is Brad Smith, President of Microsoft. Congratulations and thank you.